What's good, my Doge army, my Doge hodlers? How's everybody doing today on this Saturday? Hopefully, everybody's doing wonderfully blessed and having a amazing, safe day. This is your boy Jaime G, and y'all know what time it is. It's that Wild Wild West crypto land where your boy talks about Doge and overall crypto market news. Now, none of this is ever financial advice. It's just me sharing my thoughts, opinions, nothing more, nothing less. Please never take it as so, because if you do, your ass is in a whole lot of trouble. Because I'm definitely not a financial advisor. Now, I know I'm ready. Are you guys ready to find out what's all good in the Doge hood? Without further ado, let's get it. All right, guys, Bitcoin's up 0.3%, right? Things are starting to look a little bit better, right? We're in the green now. We're sitting at 42,659 with 93 cents, guys. At least we're in the green, and we're still staying above at least 40,000, right? So things are still looking okay. Yes, I know there's a lot of fear and uncertainty right now in the market due to Russia possibly invading Ukraine. We have interest, inflation at 7.5%. We got an emergency meeting come Monday with the Feds, right, where they might possibly, tighten up and be a little hawkish and bring up interest rates, right? And that's never good for the markets. People freak out, yada, yada. But when in doubt, zoom out, guys, because then things might look a little bearish in the short term, but in the long term, things are bullish. Bitcoin, Dogecoin, cryptocurrencies are here to stay, guys. Remember that. All right, guys, enough of Bitcoin. Let's dive into Dogecoin. Guys, we definitely kicked Polkadot out of number 11 spot. We are climbing back up that ladder, right? Sooner than later, we'll be back in the top 10, baby. Guys, we're down 2%. We're sitting at 0.144. Our 24-hour low is 0.141. And our 24-hour high is 0.147. So we're basically sitting like right smack in the middle of that. Our market cap is sitting at 19.1 billion, and our volume is at $703.1 million. Now, guys, let's briefly dive into the charts and look at the charts and talk about support and resistance. And guys, look, you know what I mean? Like, what does this look like? You gotta tell me, this does not look like a cup and handle pattern to you. To me, it does. Right now, like I said, yes, things look temporary bearish for Dogecoin, but not just Dogecoin. It's for the overall crypto markets, right? We're having a pullback because of the fear, right? Because of Russia, and like I said, about inflation. But nonetheless, guys, I truly see us, you know what I mean? Yes, we might chop sideways, right, like this because of the way the market conditions are. But once things get bullish again, I truly think we're going to break out of this cup and handle pattern to the upside, right? So that is why I am still bullish, not just because I believe in Dogecoin, but to me, this looks exactly like a cup and handle pattern. And more times than not, you break to the upside and not to the downside. Yes, you can break to the downside. I'm not going to say that you can't, but more times than not, like I said, this is a bullish pattern. All right, now let's talk about support and resistance real quick. Okay, guys. And then let me get rid of all this stuff here. Okay, guys, now let's talk about resistance first. Now, before I get into resistance, now you guys see this right here, right? Now, this bottom moving average is the 8-day, and this upper one is the 21-day exponential moving average. Now, that is a bullish crossover, right? When you have the lower moving average, which is the 8-day, crossing over a bigger moving average, which is the 21-day, right? That is bullish. But I will say this, right? We got conflicting things on the charts, right? We have bullish and bearish technicals. Now, we lost both these moving averages, as you can see here. And on this lower one, right? The lower one is the 21-day moving average. Now, guys, now I said, you know what I mean? I had said on my previous video that, it was still our support because we were sitting above it. But as you can see on yesterday and today, we are underneath this 21-day exponential moving average. Therefore, it is once again resistance, which is bearish, right? We lost both moving averages. So that is bearish. Now, that excuse me. Now, that is coming in at 0.144, right? Resistance. Now, let me talk about support. Let me bust out the Bollinger Bands here, guys. And our support, guys, is coming in at the lower, come on, man, at this lower Bollinger Band, as you can see right now. And it's coming in at 0.131, right? Let me show you right now. See, if you see down here, right? And that's coming in at 0.131, which is, 13 cents. Okay, so support is coming in at the lower Bollinger Band, and that's 13 cents. And not also, guys, what other bearish things we got going? As you see, this middle Bollinger Band, right, which runs parallel with that 21-day moving average. As you can see, we're below that middle Bollinger Band, which is also a bearish technical, right? You always want to sit above it, right? So what I'm getting at is things are looking bearish, and we have some bullish technicals as well, like I shared, right? So it's both. So in the short term, guys, you can say that yes, we temporarily look more bearish than we do bullish, but in the long term, guys, things are looking up. We got a lot of fundamentals. We got a lot of good technicals going for us as well, right? So take what you want with it, but like I said, support is 13 cents. And resistance is coming in at that 21-day moving average, coming in at 0.144, okay? All right, guys, enough of the charts. Let's dive into some fundamentals now, right? Now, it says Shiba Inu versus Dogecoin. Which is the best cryptocurrency to buy in 2022, right? I have nothing bad to say about Shiba Inu. I own a little Shiba also, but I am a Doge hodler, and I'm part of the Doge army, right? And that gives you the breakdown, right, about Doge and and Shiba, right? I'm not going to go into, right, basically that it's proof of stake and, it's like Bitcoin. Well, I'll just read one paragraph, right? It says Dogecoin is essentially the same technology as Bitcoin. Both Dogecoin and Bitcoin use a proof of work consensus protocol to verify transactions on their networks, right? So it just gives you a breakdown on what it is and yada yada, right? And the same thing with Shiba, right? And it tells you it's from the Ethereum network, right? And so on and so forth, right? But let's get to the meat of things, right? And where they did a survey. Now, it says at the end of 2021, Benzinga analyzed the opinion of more than 1,000 investors about which coin will see the most growth in 2022. The results were the following. Now, Dogecoin, 57.9%, Shiba Inu, 42.1%. So there goes there, right? Now, it says nearly 3 in 5 respondents said Dogecoin will see a large percentage gains than Shiba Inu by the end of 2022. So the analyst brings us to the conclusion that buying Dogecoin is the better option for this in 2022. And I agree as well, right, guys? Not because I'm biased, right? Because I do own both, right? And I do want to see both of them succeed. But nonetheless, I truly think that this year is Dogecoin's year, and it's going to do great. All right. So now let's dive into another article we had here where it talks about, come on, where are you at here? Come on. All right. Now, this is from Motley Fool. Now, it says, can Dogecoin reach $1? And Motley Fool is nothing but haters, right, guys? Now, once again, now it says, apart from the rough start to 2022, cryptocurrencies have been a fantastic asset class to own in recent years. The entire market's valuation went from a whopping $18.5 billion in February of 2017 to a whopping $2 trillion today. This performance trumps that of the S&P 500. So it goes to show you there, guys, that regardless of the ups and downs, investing in crypto is a lot better than investing in the traditional stock market, right? It says it right here. And Motley Fool is geared more towards traditional markets as opposed to crypto, right? Then it goes on to talk about Dogecoin, right? The ups and downs when it was built, so on and so forth, right? Now, let's get into, like I said, the meat of things, right? And see what they say. I'm going to just get into a couple paragraphs, right? Because we got more to cover. I don't want to get into all of it, right? Now it says, Dogecoin's lack of adoption and difference are reasons investors should stay away from owning it even. And then it says there's the unfavorable supply and demand structure, right? There now is almost 133 billion Doge in circulation, right? And it says, sure, Dogecoin could ride another massive wave of social media hype and skyrocket 525% in a short period of time, which would get it to the $1 per token. But this extremely unlikely scenario can't be predicted with any level of certainty because it's not based on the fundamentals. There are more headwinds than tailwinds for Dogecoin, so I suspect it will continue on its downward trajectory, right? Motley Fool has always had nothing but negative stuff to say about Dogecoin, right? And they say, has the lack of real world adoption, right? And what else, right? And, so they don't, you know what I mean? They don't mention here, right? All they do is talk about the negative stuff. They don't write any positive stuff, right? As far as, now there's a liquidity pool, right? With Thorchain Rune and Doge, right? And the bridge that Ethereum is working on, right, to move it over to proof of staking, where you could stake it and make passive income staking your Doge, right, where NFTs were eventually going to be able to be minted, right, and that there's over 2001 and 2011 companies that accept it as a form of payment. Now, guys, if it had no use case, no utility, then why do companies continuously accept it as a form of payment? Answer me that. You know what I mean? So I disagree. I truly think we possibly can hit $1. Now, can it happen? Yes and no, right? We'll see how the markets turn out, right? We might possibly have a bear market this year. We don't know. But point being is, I see it hitting $1 and staying at that dollar. But all right, guys, now let's dive into some more news, right? So I want to show the positive and negative, not just positive stuff, right? I got to keep it transparent and give you articles about the good and the bad of what people see, right? Now, it says Dogecoin's profitability returns back above 50%. Here's what it means for Dogecoin hodlers. Thank you if you're still with me, guys. I don't think I'm going to make it into some Bitcoin news, right? Because it's already 10 minutes, guys. Now, it says the profitability of Dogecoin, the top meme currency, has jumped above 50% following the recovery of the cryptocurrency market. According to Into the Block data, at least 52% of all Dogecoin hodlers are currently in profit, while 42% of investors remain out of the money. All right, guys? So basically, it's almost half percent, right? Half the people that are invested are in profit, right, guys? The spike in the profitability of the meme currency was observed during the 25% recovery rally that took place between February 4th and 7th. Such a rapid price increase, but approximately 10% of all Dogecoin holders back in the profit zone, which is what we want to see, right? It says the in and out of the money indicator is used by traders to determine if the market or an asset is overbought or oversold. When an asset's profitability reaches 100%, traders are more than likely to take profits for the sake of de-risking their portfolios, right? Now, it says the fact that Dogecoin's profitability currently stays at 50% indicates that the asset is moving in the neutral price range and is more likely following general tendencies of the cryptocurrency market rather than moving on its own. The average profitability of Dogecoin has been staying at around 50% since the 70% reversal from the current all-time highs of 73 cents. According to data from TradingView, Dogecoin is currently trading at 15 cents after losing 8% of its previously gained value, right? Previously, the number of Dogecoin hodlers has reached 540,000 users, while the number of coins held by large wallets reached 324 million, Doge valued at approximately $50 million. So, guys, regardless, right? I mean, 50% of the hodlers are in profit, and the other half, you know what I mean, might be breaking even or at a loss, right? But as long as you continue to hodl for the long term, you will get out of the negative and eventually be in the green. That's just the way it works in crypto, guys. That's just the way it is, man. But nonetheless, we have a lot of milestones, right? We have 540,000 users, right? That went from 486,000, right? So, you know, in less than a week and a half span, guys, we've shot up over 42,000 new hodlers of Doge, right? So that goes to tell you the demand for Dogecoin is still there, right? It's not dying out like, you know, some individuals like to say, right? Excuse me. Here's another. Now, says Dogecoin price to surge as a major business support it as payment. It says Dogecoin price dip. Now, it says Dogecoins were in high spirits after the token peaked at 72 cents in March 2021. However, the hopes were dashed after the cryptocurrency entered a massive bloodbath. Okay, we know all that now. Let me get it where it says hope for Dogecoin hodlers. Fortunately, things are about to change for Doge supporters as the token looks set to reclaim its glory days after popular brands have started accepting the token as a form method of payment. Right? We already know Elon Musk, right? Now it says, well, many believe these developments could be the biggest for the dog-themed cryptocurrency. American movie theater AMC Entertainment announced last month that users would pay for its online stores using Doge. We know that and Shiba, according to SoFi, learn other major brands like Dallas Mavericks, Air Baltic, Newegg, and other Kessler collection accept Doge as a payment method for their merchandise. Earlier today, CryptoBase reported that ISA, I already talked about all this, right, guys? So just basically breaking down. Now, it says, with the growing rate of Dogecoin adoption and payment, it is only a matter of time before the digital currency picks up steam and reclaims its spot as a valuable cryptocurrency. And I agree as well, right, guys? So, you know what I mean? Other people see it as well. Obviously, they're making articles about it, right, guys? You know what I mean? Stating that, you know what I mean? Dogecoin is here to stay regardless of what people think of what they say. All right, now I had one more article. Let me close out with this article here, guys, and I'll be done. Now it says 46.9 million in Dogecoin held by top Binance Smart Chain whales now. Excuse me. Now it says, despite the glorious fact for the Doge army, the coin is the last spot of the list. The whales now hold 324.9 million Doge, worth 46.9 million. This is 1.97% of top Binance Smart Chain whales crypto portfolio, right? So, guys, just in, Dogecoin is back on top 10 holdings by 1,000 biggest Binance Smart Chain whales, totaling $48.9 million, right, guys? This just goes to show you the demand for Dogecoin is still there, guys, right? All right, we're back on the top 10 whales, where we've shot up over 42,000 Dogecoin hodlers, guys, in the last week and a half, right? And there's a lot of fundamentals going for, and the technicals as well, right, guys? So in the short term, yes, Dogecoin looks bearish, guys, but so does the overall crypto markets. But when in doubt, zoom out. Remember what you're investing in Dogecoin for, or Bitcoin, or whatever it may be, right? But in this case, we're talking about Dogecoin. Your convictions got to be strong, guys, right? So you can ride the roller coaster rides of the ups and downs. All right, this is what I had for you on this Saturday, guys. Have a wonderfully blessed day with your loved ones. Stay safe and stay blessed. Your boy Hamid G is out to tomorrow. Peace.